Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin chart and the Cardano chart. Won't make many videos today because it was a very hard day for me. Had a lot of work to do, got it all done, but now I'm pretty much worn out. So but still, let's take a look at Bitcoin and Cardano because things are starting to move in the right direction. In my view, it's too early to speak about a reversal from the low that we have seen, but it's certainly pointing in the right direction. We can see that with Bitcoin here, we've moved down into this wave 4 here. Potentially this was already the low of the wave 4, but it's not confirmed yet, but still, the more we obviously now move up, the more likely it gets. We are currently, moving quite strongly actually out of this area again. It's quite a strong signal that we've seen as we moved out of this range. So that is quite positive. That's quite solid. We've seen something similar back here, at the end of October, where we moved down in a very similar pattern. And I did show you that in a previous video where we moved down in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move down. And again, we had something similar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the box. And then we had quite a strong reversal here. And since then we have, it took a while then, but then we moved up here. So that could take us again to a new high potentially, but it's too early to say that because I would like to really see that impulsive move to the upside. I would like to see a 1, 2, 3 maybe, that we can get an understanding of, is this now back in an uptrend? And it's, it's looking positive. It's not looking too bad because first of all, we've seen a W pattern down here. You can see that. That W pattern important is always that the second low is higher than the previous low. So that basically indicated from here that we started to move up and that we are actually making higher lows as well, consecutive higher lows and also higher highs we're making here on our way up. We're currently at a key resistance level here at around 58k. So yes, we've climbed slightly below above it, but it sort of is a range. So if we want to identify this as a range, you can see that probably here you've got the higher wick of that level, and then you've got the lower not the lower wick, but you've got the high of that candlestick. So within this range, this is quite a bit of a resistance range. I think as we move through here, that could then much more likely confirm that we will move also continuously up from here. As at the moment we're sort of still in a corrective move, in my view, have not confirmed yet that we continue to move up, but as I said, we see potential reversal coming here, but the danger, let's call it the danger, is not gone yet. So there could be another dip, but it's just too early to tell. And important is that we hit the target level, and important is, as I said, that we need to hold that 53.9k level. If we drop below that, based on the rules of the Elliott Wave theory, then a move down becomes much more likely, because then this impulsive scenario to the upside is gone. Can't stand like that anymore, and we have to assume lower prices. So let's take a look at Cardano. Again, we've hit the target level, as you know. Really good day because we finally hit the target level, from which as per the Elliott Wave method, we can now continue our move up. A few good things happening here. First of all, Cardano is moving stronger than Bitcoin, as many alts do as well. So many altcoins are moving stronger than Bitcoin, but it's an important change. Even though, for example, Solana is moving stronger up than Cardano, still I think here, and we can see it on CoinMarketCap, for Cardano, a solid 3.3% is not too bad, because what happened in the last few weeks and months was that when Bitcoin moved up, Cardano was always slower, didn't move at all. It's good to see that Cardano is finally moving up as well. And we can take a look at the ADA BTC chart in a minute, but we are currently here also in the ADA USD chart at a very important level. So first of all, you can see this W pattern as well. So a double bottom, which indicates a reversal. Also important that again, the second low is higher than the previous low, which we had, because here we had a very significant low all the way down actually to 170. But so far this 233-day moving average, the yellow line, has actually held quite impressively. So from here now we have started to move up, make higher lows, higher lows and higher highs as well. And again, similar to Bitcoin, we're at a key resistance level. So it really seems like Cardano is finally doing what Bitcoin is doing, but it's actually starting to outperform it a little bit. But overall, Bitcoin is at a key resistance level, and here Cardano as well. That key resistance, you can see it It's actually here at 188. I actually had that as resistance level on the chart already. Don't know why really, but it must have been because we had here this this ascending triangle, or this, well, sort of triangle formation, out of which we then broke to the downside. But this is a key level here, 188. So if we break that, I think moves to higher levels are much more likely then, and become much more likely. So if we remind ourselves of the fib levels that we need to get through in the key resistance areas, so let's just zoom out and then we can take a look at the fibs. So here you can see the fibs, and that also explains why we've got this yellow target box. For everybody who missed it from the previous videos, we've got the golden ratio here, or the 0.618 fib level, 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, which is the most powerful, the most strong one, which is at 181 here. And below that we've got the 0.786 fib level. Between here, as per the Elliott Wave method, is the key target range for this certain correction within which we are. And as you might remember, we've talked about this level well, from the middle of September, and we finally come into it. From here then, again, just by applying the rules, we can expect that we continue our way up to the wave 3 between 1.618 extension level and the 200%. And so far, as you have seen, we are getting closer, very close here to the 50 line of the 4-hour RSI. That's important. I think on the daily, still quite a bit away from it. I want to see a breakout above the 50 line. As you see, when that happened the last time, that was a huge spike. It was unfortunately a fake out, but any breakout above the 50 line for Cardano has historically really moved, or led to really impressive price increases, and I expect that again. And so far it starts to play out, and I'm quite confident that we're going to see this move to the upside. At the moment though, it is too early to say again if this is already the confirmed breakout to the upside. I think, to be honest, for Cardano, we can't really talk about a really confirmed breakout to the upside until we get above 245 or even 265. These key levels here, the 265 is actually that B wave that we had up here, that we had here in September, middle of September. And I really want us to get above this B wave. Then we can say, it's really over, and we continue our way up. And that's what I expect still to happen. And what's really positive is here on the ADA BTC chart that finally the price is again above the 20-day moving average. And this is quite important, because we have always been, in the last few, well, not always, but in the last few weeks, we've always been below this 20-day moving average here in teal, which is coming down and basically pushed the ADA BTC price down. So ADA has really had struggles to get above that. There was one fake out here, and that was also when on the ADA USD, the 50 level broke, but of the RSI, but obviously that was a fake out. But now we tried finally again. And if we can secure our place above the 20-day moving average, that could be the beginning of something really good. As I said, I expect it to turn around here, and that a breakout is imminent. But with Cardano, it has taken longer than expected. But still, I think we are getting closer and closer. And so far, what you can see is that we hold our level above this 20-day moving average, and that is important. So we are continuing to move in a descending wedge as well, which is a bullish pattern on the ADA BTC chart. And the downtrend slows down really a lot. And what you can see here is that whenever that happened, that we had this turnaround, Cardano finally started to outperform Bitcoin, and it really, last 2 times that happened, really significantly outperformed Bitcoin, and we had these spikes of the ADA price, and that can happen very quickly. So I still expect that to happen, and I stick with my scenario, as you know. And that could be, that can happen at any time now, especially as we moved above the 20-day moving average. That doesn't mean we couldn't drop below it again, but it is a first step that we continue to move up and potentially break here out of this descending wedge. What we then need to do is to break above the 50-day moving average and the 200. And ADA, in my view, is looking good. We get more and more transactions, and more institutional inflows as well. So there is not much more, it won't take much longer, in my view, until we then finally move up. Hope you liked the video about Cardano. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.